Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Antony and in today's video I'm going to go through with you my top 5 picks for fashion books that you need if you want to be a successful designer. How exciting! So yes, I've picked out 5 different books that I absolutely love as a designer and that have really helped me in my career to progress. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help my channel to grow, especially that like button. You have no idea how much it helps promote my video with the algorithm. Please also leave a comment, let's chat to you guys and get to know you a little bit better and build this fashion community up. Okay, let's get started with my number 5. 100 Years of Fashion Illustration. Now this book is amazing. I've had it since I was 21. It was actually gifted to me by my housemates at uni and I absolutely love it. And the reason I'm suggesting this book and other illustration books as well, it's not necessarily just this book that I think you should get. It's any kind of fashion illustration book out there that you can learn a lot from different illustration styles and different ways of doing things. And you can also know that your drawing style is valid. If your drawing style is a little bit more simplistic, or if your drawing style is a little bit more complicated, that's fine, it's completely valid. It's however you want to portray your illustrations, your drawings, your thoughts, your ideas, and all of that sort of stuff. It's all lines on a page, so don't let anyone say that the way that you're drawing isn't good enough. Let me just say that right there. I like to look at different eras, whether it be the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, wherever it is, and just to see what was going on there for fashion and what was going there for illustration as well. Because if you don't know, fashion is a loop. Everything comes, everything goes, and everything comes back round again. And that's the same with illustration. People are using a lot of vector-based programs to illustrate at the moment, me, myself included, so that is relatively new. But people are also hand drawing quite a lot as well, and it's coming back around. So 100 Years of Fashion Illustration is definitely a book that I love. I would suggest getting. I'll leave a link down below. Actually, I'll leave a link for all the books down below, so if you want to get any of them or check them out, I'll leave links down there. Okay, so my number 4. Now this is something that I have mentioned in previous videos. I think it was my top 5 apps and books for fashion design, and it's making an appearance again, and it's the Fashion Business Manual. Oh my god, I cannot talk highly enough about this book. It is amazing. If you are starting a brand, if you are going to start your own sort of design house, or if you want to start a company, this is the book for you. It goes through everything that you would need if you want to start your own fashion brand or fashion business in general. It goes through everything. It goes through the brand direction, it goes through product development, it goes through wholesale marketing, retail. It goes through everything that you would need to be a successful brand, successful designer, and what you need at each stage. And I use this book constantly just to double check myself, because sometimes when I'm advising a client or anything like that, I'm just thinking, is that the right process when you're going to wholesale? Is that the right process when you're doing this or that? It's just good to have a reference book and to be able to make sure that what you're telling people is correct. And this book is that book. Honestly, if you want to start your own brand and you want to start your own design business, this is the book to get. Oh, it's so good. I cannot speak highly enough of it. It goes through tech packs, it goes through pattern cutting, SEO, and all of that sort of stuff. So yes, go and check this book out. Okay, so my number 3, and it is actually part of the same brand of books that I've just discussed, by Fashionary. And again, I'll leave links to all these books in the description down below. But the next book I'm going to talk about is 50 Fashion Legends. Oh my god, it's such a good book. And the reason why is because you can go to any single page and just look at a designer. So this is Donna Karan, and it basically goes through her whole career progression, her whole trajectory, when she was born, what she did when she was younger, and it's just like a really nice timeline, and you can see where they started, where they've ended up, what they've done, big milestones in their career, and you know, what has really shaped them as a designer. And it's got some really nice quotes, it's got some career highlights. As a whole book, it's just really nice to see the progression of loads of these different designers, the 50 fashion legends in fact, and to see that they've started out from humble places and they've grew to become these fashion legends. And it kind of gives you hope that you can do that as well. And that's why I love this book. It's just so good, it's so nice. It's a nice little coffee table book as well, so you can leave it on the side, your friends can peruse it when they can come over after lockdown obviously. So yes, 50 Fashion Legends, this is a really good book. Okay, so my number 2, and again, it's from the same brand of books, Fashionary, and this is Fashionpedia. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how much I have used this book in the last 6 months. I've used it God, I don't even know how many times. It's a lot. And it's really good because it's basically an encyclopedia, but for fashion. It goes through everything that you would need to know as a designer of any kind of area, whether that be outerwear, tailoring, footwear, accessories, denim, jersey, any kind of words or phrases or anything that you need to know as that kind of designer will be in this book. It goes through apparel, it goes through different details, it goes through accessories and textiles. It also goes through manufacturing, tech packs, measuring and care labels. Honestly, this book is such a good guide to everything that you would need to know in fashion. So for example, I was designing a suit a few weeks ago and I couldn't think of what this specific collar was called. I knew what it looked like, I knew the shape, but I needed to highlight it to the supplier. And I opened this book and I realised it was called a half clover lapel. I would have not have known that if it wasn't for this book. And it goes through so many different details. It goes through sleeves, it goes through lapels, pocket details and jackets and shirt details and all of that sort of stuff. It just goes through everything that you'll need to know as a designer. And honestly, if you're just starting out in design and you're just starting out at a new company, this is a really good book because there's loads of phrases, there's loads of things that are going to be thrown about and you might not know where it is. If you've got this book on hand, you can just flick through and then you'll be like, ah, okay, I know what that is. Ah, okay, I know what that sleeve detail is. Ah, okay, I know what that pocket detail is that my buyer is talking about and now I need to put that onto the jacket. It's just so useful. So I would definitely go and check out Fashionpedia by Fashionary because it is so good. And they've come out with so many books recently that I am definitely going to get into. Okay, so my number one, and this is a big deal. It is your fashion portfolio. Now, I know this isn't an actual book that you can read, but it is the biggest investment that you will need to make in your fashion career. It's probably the most expensive fashion book that you'll buy if you're going to buy real leather, and I would suggest that you do. Your fashion portfolio is the book that you are going to show all of your design skills in. It's the book that you're going to get hired from. It's the book that you're going to take into interviews, and it's the book that's going to help you progress in your design career. Now, I've had my portfolio since I was at university. I've actually got two of these. I've got this size and I've got an A3 one as well. I actually use my A4 one more. When I graduated university, this is the one that I bought and it's lasted me, when did I graduate university? It's lasted me over, oh my god, it's lasted me 12 years. Oh my god, it's 12 years since I left university. But yeah, anyway, I did buy an A3 one because I went to a recruiter and they said that they really like my work but that I should display it in an A3 format. But now as I've evolved as a designer and I've progressed and grown, I really feel like an A4 format is better for me and it's easier to carry around as well, and I just think it looks a little bit more slicker. Either way, you can get an A3 or an A4 one, it's up to you, but it is the most important book that you'll buy. Try and look for a really nice portfolio that is leather ideally, because if you go into an interview with a leather one over a plastic one, it just makes you look more professional and it looks a little bit more slicker. You want to try and find a portfolio with around 20 sleeves that are included, so that means that you can put 40 pieces of work front and back. You obviously want to check the clasp and make sure it's durable and all of that sort of stuff, but yes, a fashion portfolio is a really important book to invest in. I don't know where I'd be without my portfolio. I wouldn't be in fashion because I wouldn't have been able to get a job. So that's 5 different books to check out if you are a designer. I know one of them is a portfolio, but yes, it is very necessary that you get a portfolio. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to click that beautiful red subscribe button down below. Please also check out my Etsy shop where you can buy cards and vectors to help support you in your everyday design life, and it really helps support this channel. Otherwise, I'll see you here every Monday and Thursday with a brand new video. Alright, okay, thanks for watching. Alright, bye. Tra tra tra. Bye.